is definitely a thing in this. I think it'd be better once you can talk to your teammates. There's no voice in the beta right now. No, it's disturbing. Cross promotion for an anime. It's a weird game to do an anime cross promotion with. World of Warships? There's gotta be some sort of tie-in, right? It just seems so weird. Like the L1A. Ooh, headshot. Well, the warship is pretty huge in Asia. Probably. I know Navy Field used to be. I used to play a lot of Navy Field as well. Anime is called High School Fleets. Guessing it's about warships and cute anime girls. That's funny. Get the name down, let my head fall asleep for a bit this evening, and always leaves my head groggy as shit. No senpai, my cannons. That's interesting. Where's Johnny with the details? He would know. Oh, I forgot about the other one. Oops. Probably busy playing it or downloading it right now. Could be. Could be. Very well could be, my friend.
Explosives on!
Just beeline it for that thing. Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. The bomb doesn't kill anybody. Interesting. Get to keep your kit. Okay, good to know. See what we can do here. We got a couple going for B. Right. Doing good so far. Yeah, I think, like, I'm unsure about this. Like, I like the game, but I feel a little bit like, I kind of expected it to be, slightly more slow-paced and realistic. Yes.
Explosives on!
Ah, I missed. Missed again. Damn it. Woo! See that knife kill? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bomb defused!
That's exactly like the Call of Duty knife. It is very Call of Duty. Like I wouldn't change the game, but I almost like want a realistic version of this too. Reintroducing a jumping meta in FPS seems kind of meh. See, I like it and don't like it at the same time. It depends on what game. Like I think it's cool to have it because it's different. You don't really have something like this anymore. Like the original Call of Duty. If they had a second game like it that was realistic, didn't have a jumping meta and everything, I'd like that too. I'd probably play both. Ah, two of them. When's VR to like VR? Not for a long time. Too expensive. There are other higher things on the priority list.
Explosives armed!
Cause like on the jumping thing, I really like Unreal Tournament, so like the bunny hopping, jumping kind of thing, I don't mind. And I used to like Call of Duty 1 and 2 back in the day. I don't remember it being as jumpy, but Again, this is not bad at all. I like it. Good in games like Quake and Unreal. I mean, the thing is, like, there's a lot of sort of realistic World War II games, and a lot of in COD World War II. You have what is it? Hell Let Loose, and then there's another one. I forget what the other one's called coming out. You have Day of Infamy. So there's a lot of different flavors of World War II games. This is again, you know, it did something that it's not like the others. So I think that's a good thing. And people who wanted the old COD back now kind of have it. Day of Defeat, yeah, I don't know if people if that really still has an active community. That's why I didn't like the other ones are new. I don't know if people still play Day of Defeat really. Ever played COD 1 and 2? Those are probably my favorites out of the CODs. I played those a lot back in the day. We were talking about that earlier. Like, I really like Medal of Honor Allied Assault back in the day, and then the CODs came out after that when World War II games were the thing. You know, that was the original Day of Defeat too.
There's the last one left! Complete the objective! Explosives armed!
Three guys. There's some games like CODs 1 and 2, hate the newer ones, played some of the newer ones, are okay if you like spamming nades. Yeah, the maps and respawns are too quick, so people die, respawn, throw a nade, like right off the bat. You know, you got all the perks, which, you know, 1 and 2 are before all the perks and things came into play. So things were a lot different, and it wasn't as fast. As far as like respawning and everything that I remember, at least it's been a long time since I played them. But they had a very different feel to the more modern ones. I mean, I don't hate the new ones. I enjoy them for what they are. They're fun, mindless, you know. Just shoot them, you know, kind of thing. But as far as like a competitive game, I don't know. I have never really watched competitive Call of Duty. I don't know how it works, but I feel like Call of Duty itself, at least in modern ways, doesn't lend itself all that well to a competitive game. But I could be wrong. I've never, like I said, I've never watched it, never played it. Personally liked like team deathmatch and stuff in Call of Duty just for mindless shooting, level up, use some perks, have some fun. Real like a low stress kind of game. you do bad in one round and in 5-10 minutes you're in another one, you know. That's why I heard played him some. Bit shallow but fun, nothing wrong with that. Still do have a Modern Warfare 1 PTSD from Nade Fest, otherwise it was a fun shooting game. Exactly. You don't have to, you know, get a team together. You just hop in matchmaking, have some fun games, you know, play it for 10 minutes, half an hour, several hours. You don't have to super focus on it like a game of competitive Counter-Strike or something like that. You can just do whatever, like... Like, I keep thinking about possibly getting the new one, but I don't know how much time I'd actually spend on it. I think there's other different things that I'd rather pick up before that. You know, break from Tarkov. With the new patch and kind of some of the things that are a little screwy, is a good time. And there's a couple betas I want to try, so. Oh man.
Explosives armed.
I have to put that in my info panel, man. Like, just because I'm not playing a certain game doesn't mean I'm done with it. There are other things in the world. Next time I see an enemy, try wiggling at him. Yeah, right. Limit to a certain kind of card every match, or is it for the entire game? There is a limit. So I want to say it's about 3. It could be a little different for what team you're on and stuff like that. But it's about 3 per each card. But when, say if you live through the round, you get to keep that card. If you kill somebody and pick up their card, your team gets another one of those cards. And if you pick up, say, a downed teammate's card, you get to keep that card again. So there is sort of a CSGO economy flow to it. So like these cards that are going around, we can pick those up. And then we give more cards to our team. That's kind of cool. So it looks like, yeah, three for each. I felt like the other, and then there's a default. How you doing today, Malphurus, by the way? Same thing with nades. There's a number of nades that you can use. If you use the default class, you get one of each nade. Otherwise, there's only a certain number of nades you can take. Oh, behind us? Shit. Which I think is a really cool take on a Counter-Strike type economy.
Bomb planet. Bomb defused.
Hit 30 in level 4 in traders, except therapists, so my target grind's finally over, except I still gotta grind strength. Pretty much just play when I feel like trying to chase people down now. That's pretty much the end. You know, once you finish all the quests, oh my goodness, that was a nade. You know, it's pretty much just like PvP. You know, you probably have enough money that you don't really need to focus on getting money anymore. You really don't have to worry about that at all. There's no like specific objective that you have to work on going to a particular part of the map for anymore. It's pretty much just help out newbies, have some fun, do some goofy stuff.
Bomb planted.
Where is that, over here? No, you've just been grinding out Tarkov for a while. I was wondering when you hit up something else. Pretty good though, still good work. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Tarkov, so I'm trying to incorporate some more other things. And I got like Square Enix was kind enough to give us a key to this. We got a key for the open beta for Darwin Project, so we played that yesterday. I've been, you know, playing like shit. That was perfect. Been playing a lot of Immortal Redneck. I've really been enjoying that. You know, Tarkov's definitely still my main game, but I'm trying to incorporate some other stuff. There's a few other like betas and tests and stuff I've reached out to see if we can get in. That I'd like to try and make some content for and all that stuff. But I was playing a lot of Tarkov, especially like playing with people offline to help them out, and then playing, you know, 6 to 8 hours a night. It was getting to be a lot of Tarkov. So before I just burned myself out in the game, I wanted to play a few other things. That's why I haven't been playing during the day so much anymore. Card numbers reset to 3 every match automatically. Yeah. So at the beginning of the half, they reset to 3, and then like now we've picked up a few, lost a few, so they've changed around a bit. So it's like Counter-Strike. You switch sides from offense to defense. Pretty much spent a lot of weapon cases. Kind of funny. I have like 7.4, it's a bunch of N4s. Favorite loadout is still a modded loud Viper AKM. I agree. The nice thing about when you're doing PvP too is going loud just attracts people, you know, and then it's definitely beneficial to you. Oh man, that guy swung all the way around. In state 2 right now, just doing AS Val runs. Right, yeah, that's kind of what I try to do, you know, PvP, switch up the map, switch up the weapons, you know, using a fort, a fast helmet, and an M4 every round, gets a little stale. So most of the time I just stick with P.A.K.As, like AKs, that kind of stuff. Challenging yourself, doing pistol runs, doing this, like, just having some fun, especially, like, I think this patch was getting to me a little bit more because we were stuck on shoreline and woods for so long. And then finally we were able to get into customs and factory, which was super nice and refreshing to play those other 2 maps. And in the patch, like I said, there's a few performance issues, connectivity issues right now that they're hot fixing over the next few days. And then also, there's like in one of the new areas of customs, there's a glitch where people can hide in a wall and shoot out of the wall, and nobody can shoot in. So that I just figured like it, because I want to check out the new areas, and then woods, but figured, well, we'll wait until they hotfix that.
You're the last one alive, soldier.
Oh, shit. That kind of sounds like a scam there, Boyka. Kind of sounds like a scam. Spending factory the shrimp. It's added ton, but it's fun. Exactly, exactly. Shrimp ones are a lot of fun. Heinz says that M1 carbines are portrayed so wide. I want one of those. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a balance thing. Ooh. Yeah, like playing with the Val was a lot of fun because I don't really use Vals a whole lot. So they're really cool. The new like Silence 226, the Shrimp, a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying the AKM. I know if that one sniper quest was like still actually wasn't glitched, we'd probably still be doing that, because that was pretty crazy. Trying to get to level 7 with the sniper would have took us forever. Oh, I missed. I only ran into a hacker. Me and my homie hear a burst of 3 rounds and will die to the same guy. We're on opposite sides of the boiler. Yeah, I know, like, people on Reddit make it sound like they run into hackers all the time. But honestly, like, I've had over, what, three major patches, a couple wipes. You know, probably 3,000 plus raids. I've probably only ran into a hacker, like, under 10 of those times. Maybe some ones that could have gone either way, but you know, I don't think it's as prevalent as some people make it sound. Ah! Ran into Flash. Oh yeah, I agree, Jared, I agree. So now that we've played a couple hours, what are you guys' thoughts on the game? I still think I like it. Like a lot of things I've played recently that are probably around the $20, $30 range. They're good, they're different. I don't know if they have long-lasting appeal, though. I mean, that's hard to judge when you play something for the first time. Ooh. Yeah. Looks kind of interesting, probably play it for a week or so. That's the way I felt about this. SOS. Darwin Project. They're really cool. They're different. You know, innovative in some ways. But as far as playing them for like a long period of time or being that like main game, I probably not for me at least. But I would, you know, probably play it maybe once a week or play it quite a bit for a week or two. I think this would be fun, you know, with a group if it had voice comms, you know, and a team or something like that. This is a Battalion 1944, Toby. It's very much a throwback to the first two Call of Duties, mixed with like a little bit of a CS:GO competitive game mode. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think it seemed pretty rare. The invisible, those are more bugs than anything. As far as I can tell, most of the sketchy does are usually due to ping or something like that effect. Bugs, yeah. Whew. Hip fire, not so good. All over the place. How much is it? I think it's gonna be like $20 or $30. I don't know. I got this key from the devs. So I don't know. You'd have to look up it on Steam. I can get you guys a Steam page here pretty soon. I feel like it was a $20 or $30 range. You think some bugs are real? Some people cry hacks. Yeah, I think that's part of it. Is people mistake some of the desync and bugs for hacks. Holy nades! If I can get you a key here. Link to the Steam page. They don't have.
Bomb planet.
They don't have a price yet, so I don't know how much it's gonna be. It is cool that they have a team deathmatch, domination, capture the flag modes as well, which is nice. It definitely has replayability for sure. It's supposed to launch on early access the 1st of February. In Chicken Stream, he killed a couple of people he knew who said it made zero noise on woods. He wasn't doing anything odd though, and then I see some other people on different streams crying about hacks. It's the same thing. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, how often if you play in groups, you can't even hear your teammates' footsteps or their shots from their gun Like, that's a bug with a lot of things. So you know, if it happens to your teammates so often, just think of how many times you sneak up behind somebody and go, "Oh man, that guy didn't hear me at all. Like, what is he, deaf?" You know, that guy probably didn't even actually hear your footsteps. Probably, like, you know, or maybe somebody didn't hear your gun at all. So it's so weird sometimes to keep in mind, like, that guy might not have been able to hear me, might have not been able to see me come around the corner, might not have been able to hear my gun that I was, you know, letting loose a million shots with. So when you die randomly, who knows really what happened? I'm gonna play CSGO a lot when I get my computer. I'm God Silver 2 on an old computer. There you go. Everything was only 2/3 of them died. The ones who died ran up to a corpse at wood spawn, tried looting. I'm like, dude, the corpse at wood spawn, 3 minutes in, did not die of natural causes. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I like this game.